Good evening, everyone. Here is my post to this week's discussion board. I chose Gagne's systematic approach model, and after reading chapter 48, I found that it was the precursor to many of the instructional design models that we see today. I found it very interesting that his model was first used or first surfaced as a problem solving and designing tool in military wartime operations. And the goal for the model focused on achieving maximum efficiency of system development. Now, being a military member, I've seen how system development has certainly expanded in terms of plans and approaches with regard to training and maximum efficiency in terms of operations. So it was very interesting to me to see how the military expanded on Gagne's model, and they just use different versions thereof at present. Um, a very good example would be I've taught professional military education, and at all three levels of course design, we teach military members problem solving and process improvement. The military even takes lessons or uses the lessons to focus on a collection of tools, technology, and approaches to improve operations while reducing resource expenditure, save money, um, and time. So essentially, these techniques that have, I guess, originated from Gagne's model enhances military operations and training. The military has a huge heritage or a long heritage of technology transfer, whether it be within the ranks or outside of the Department of Defense. There are tools that were developed by the military to bolster training or operations effectiveness that have since migrated into society, and we have come up with different instructional design methods now at present to ensure training across the Department of Defense, which is more effective and efficient, and that saves time and money and manpower. One instance would be I know that the Air Force in particular uses game-based learning themselves as a part of their instructional design uh, to teach military maneuvers. And I know the Army has a version as well. So they've taken Gagne's model and they've expanded it even into game-based learning arena to benefit military operations. Uh, which leads me to the portion of the discussion about game-based learning. Game-based learning is exciting but inhibiting at the same time. So many teachers, administrators, educators have incorporated games into their instruction that it's almost an expectation, not a good to have. And so we'll find that many K through 12 students, when they start their academic journey, they are already significantly educated and experienced with some type of game-based learning, even if we don't call it that. There are hundreds of devices such as Leapfrog, Aptivia, or many tablets, VTech e-reader. Fisher Price has some learning devices, and they all specialize in electronic interactivity with our children at all ages. They even have age categories to stimulate different levels of learning. So I would venture to say that at the start of their educational journey, traditional teaching methods will probably be archaic and out of date or uninteresting to most of the children. Uh, I would also guess that in the next decade, um, kindergarten students will no longer use pencils, papers, and textbooks like we do in the traditional sense. Everything that they need to succeed as far as tools and references can be accessed electronically, and they'll either show up to school with their own tablet or electronic learning device, or it'll be provided by the institution. Um, but I do believe that we are going to see a shift as far as use of technology in the classroom. The benefit to the shift, there'll be more savvier. The earlier they learn in the education environment how to use technology, they'll be more savvy as far as use in the workplace and in society. But with that early education, as far as technology comes great risks as well, because in the classroom, in the traditional sense, you're not just learning um, content, but you're also learning how to socially interact. And I feel like the risk uh, of teaching them very early how to live or explore in this virtual world will inoculate them socially and realistically. They will struggle with physically interacting with people and solving problems in the real world. Thank you.